Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Keto living is the life for me. Coffee, cooking, and recipes. Spending my days with my doggies. So be a sport. Set your alarm for Wednesdays
Welcome to
for
the Warden
the
Report.
Warden's
I hope you like that little
Report.
intro. And yes, that's me singing. So you see why I'm not a Taylor Swift, right? That's okay. We all have our strengths. The singing is not one of mine. I come from a long line of not able to sing. So it is Wednesday. It's Valentine. So happy Valentines or Galentines. I just want to give my love to everyone. I don't feel like Valentine's is just for lovers. Like, I feel like it's for anyone that you care about, and I care about you. So I hope you had a good day, ate something amazing. I am so stoked for tonight, y'all. So I will be bringing you, I will be bringing you along as I cook today. So, well, first, I've got my coffee. No drama llama. And I did break my fast already today at 84 hours. Wow. It's been a minute since I've done really a true 72-hour fast. I've done some, I would say, like, some people are like, oh, if you have under 500 calories, you could still be fasting. I did some of those in January. I think I do better, honestly. Just the only thing I really have is coffee, and that's it. And I do better that way. So having like a little kefir or whatever, it's just, no, it's better for me to do without. And then I like that Sunday, I just had water. So I felt that was really good. Feeling really good. I don't know if you can see the bags on my eyes. I guess maybe they're getting better. I did not sleep well last night. I was very hyper. And let me know, for those of you that do extended fasting, do you get that way? I do. Like, oh, I get so much energy. And I even woke up at 6:30 this morning. That was just horrible. I did lay back down in bed, but I was just like, why are you up? Like, you could be sleeping like almost an hour. So, yes, energy. And I think I'm excited about today. But it was so cute, y'all. Earlier, Heath was on his break. So this morning when I got up, I think he knows by now that, when I first wake up, don't have full-on conversations. Don't expect a whole lot, because everything is still waking up. Like, my body might be moving, but everything else is still in sleep mode. Like, you need to wait. And so he's like, oh, we'll just, I'll give you your gifts tonight. I was like, oh, perfect, because I was not ready to do that this morning. Well, then he had a break, I guess about an hour and a half ago, or an hour ago. Anyways, he had a break, and he was like, I just can't wait anymore. It's so cute, right? It's so adorable. So he gave me his gifts, and I will show that here, but I love it. It's so sweet. So let me break and show you what he got me. Happy Valentine's Day. So he could not wait any longer. He had to give it to me. Originally we said tonight at dinner, but he was like, no, I have to give it to you now. So what he got me was a couple bags of drag up coffee. Sara recommended them, so he got me 2 of the bourbon pecan praline. Super excited. And then, look, isn't this adorable? It's a little ghost. Says, I love you. And look, the lid says, I love you. Isn't that adorable? So pretty. And then, of course, a beautiful card. And then look at this real pretty sun catcher. Isn't that beautiful? It's got like amethyst on it, which is one of my favorites. So excited to hang that up in my office. I get a lot of direct sun, so I think that will be beautiful in there. I might have mentioned it. So I'm excited. So I love that. It was so sweet. Excited to try that coffee. So Sara, bluegrassgirl, shout out to you, girl. She recommended it. It's a Houston company, and it says small batch roasted. So I'm excited to try that. He got me 2 bourbon pecans. I think he meant to get 1 Texas pecan and 1 of the other, but you know, I still like it. So we'll see. Try it. I mean, if I love it, then I'll definitely order some more, right? So I've been trying to think of, you know, when it comes to like finances, like I listened to Ramit Sethi, thank you, and some others, and they're like, you know, you should have some, like, it depends on who you ask, but they say 10 to 30% of your income should be your splash money, your fun money, money that you want to use for indulgences, right? And I often feel like our real main indulgence is really food, y'all, because we like to buy what we want to buy, right, when it comes to food. So if I want, you know, a good looking filet mignon, then I should be able to just get that, right? Or if I want to get asparagus, even though it's a little bit higher, like the prices right now. Ugh. So yeah, we kind of splurge on that. Like today's Valentine's dinner was definitely splurges. And then like my coffee, I would consider my fun money. Because, I mean, I could just do plain store-bought. Oh, that sounds weird. But I do like the specialty small batch roasted coffees, local coffees, that kind of thing. So those are generally a little more pricey than, say, your store-bought, which is like, what, $7 to $10 a bag. Whereas, you know, a small batch local company, usually about $12 to $20 a bag, just depending. So yeah, and I like to try different types of coffee too. I'm not like brand loyal. I don't think I'm brand loyal to anything. Like if you show me something that's better and cheaper, I usually will switch. So yes, so I'm having a good day. So I woke up and like I'm all over the place, right? So I woke up and I did have my bone broth this morning. Wow, that tasted really good. And if you like this kind of content, if you're like, oh, I need somebody who's just all over the place too, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button. And then that way, make sure your bell notification's on so you know every time I put out these videos, which I do the Warden Report every Wednesday. So make sure you have that on so you get notified right away as soon as it's released. Thank you all for doing that. And if you're listening right now, do hashtag, let's see, hashtag Spacey, you know, because I'm all over the place. So thank you for that. So yes, I got up and Sunday, because we had some bones in the freezer that I actually Heath had gotten, and I think one I'd gotten, that were just basically bone marrow. Bones, just the little ones, so that we could make bone broth. And then plus we had some bones that he saved from a prime rib roast, and I don't know, I think, oh yeah, beef ribs. So we added all that, and then plus I had some chicken tips, like just the tips. When we buy the whole wing, I saved the tips and put that in there for extra collagen. So did all of that, made our bone broth. I think we ended up getting almost 4 jars. And I am using part of that today for our French onion soup. So it's like homemade, right? Super excited. And so I broke my fast. What I did is I put a cup of that along with a tablespoon of butter. I did do a shot of apple cider vinegar because I'm a vinegar nut. I was going to say something else starts with a W, but that might get me flagged. But anyways, I love vinegar. And some Redmond's seasoned salt. And just heated that up. It was so freaking delicious. I just was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So I did that about 8:30 this morning-ish. So I consider my fasting breaking then with the bone broth. It is now 11:30. Oh my gosh, this day, y'all. I have my coffee. So again, my coffee today, I put the MCT oil, the butter, and then the heavy cream I foamed up with, actually, I normally don't do this, but I was like, you know, you deserve a treat. I put just a couple of drops, I guess 5 drops of the stevia peppermint. So it is quite delicious. I'm loving it. So yes, that is what I'm having now. In a little bit, probably in about an hour, I will have my kefir. I have missed my kefir, y'all. Let me know if you do extended fasting. What is the one thing you miss and you look forward to when your fasting ends? I want to know, what is it like? Or am I the nutball that is like, oh, I can't wait till Wednesday when I break my fast. Ooh, I'm going to have this and this, right? Like, I'm looking forward to my kefir. Like, I've truly missed my kefir and my avocado. Like, I'm so excited about that. Weirdo, right? I guess for lunch today, I'm just going to do some sausage. I don't want anything too heavy because we have, I guess it's a 4-course dinner plan. It's me. I planned this. I'm doing this. So, if you watched last week, you got to see how 2 of the things I made. So, first was an avocado wasabi mousse, sort of. And then the second thing is a 2-layered torte with a flourless chocolate cake base and then a strawberry mousse on top. Wait till you see how I plate that up. I've got plans up here. It looked good. Heath and I took a little peek last night right before bed, and I'm like, oh, it's looking good. So excited about that. And then, so today, what's on the plate, and I will show you as I cook it, but I'm going to give you a brief overview. So appetizers, I got some mozzarella wrapped in prosciutto, and I'm going to air fry those just to get the prosciutto crispy and the mozzarella a little melty. That, and then the second appetizer, I'm doing a sweet and spicy shrimp with the avocado wasabi mousse drizzled on top. And then the soup course is the French onion soup. So we have lots of onions. I'm going to be doing all that. And then for our entree, I'm going to have a filet mignon that will be sitting on top of creamed mushrooms. And then on top, I will top the filet with some snow crab meat and some kind of like buttery sauce. I was thinking of a hollandaise, but now I'm thinking might do something else. And then on the side is our pork belly Brussels. And then for dessert is that torte. Oh, I'm so excited. So obviously it's going to be a huge dinner tonight. So I don't want anything too heavy for lunch. I definitely want to be hungry and ready for dinner. So I'm excited to hear from y'all. Here is my lunch today. I've got 2 Pernell sausage topped with a little bit of our homemade mayo. And then I've got some olives, sauerkraut, and kimchi, and a large avocado with some olive oil. Yum, yum, yum. So the first thing I'm going to make, because it's almost 2, and this could just sit here and rest basically, but I'm going to start on the French onion soup. So I have here, I don't know, a cup or 2 of onions. Maybe it's a full cup of onions already sliced, a little over 2 tablespoons of butter. Ignore the jalapenos, that's for something else. And then I've got this is our What's This Here sauce, so we make our own Worcestershire sauce. And then I'm also going to add some garlic, and I've got salt and pepper, of course, redwood sea salt. And I'm going to get started. So I'm going to saute these onions, get them nice and caramelized. And I also have our beef bone broth that I'll add to it once the onions are caramelized. What I'm doing is just letting this keep caramelizing. It's going to take probably, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. So I will just check on it every few minutes and stir it around. So it's just the butter and all those onions. And then I did add salt and pepper already to it. And so I just keep stirring it every few minutes. And they will start caramelizing pretty soon. Y'all, it has been about 30 minutes. They're almost there. There's a few, you can see a few that are still kind of white. And there's some that are turning brown. And so as the butter, basically gets absorbed, if you need to, I'm just add a little bit of bone broth as it goes along, because I don't want them to burn, right? I need them to cook in something and caramelize. So just add a little bit, like 1/4 of a cup as you go, or you can add a little more butter. Just make sure they're not burning, but you do want them to caramelize. All right, y'all, this is perfect. It's only been a couple more minutes. I think mine took longer because I was on my lunch and kind of eating my lunch and coming back and forth. So I left it at a lower temperature. I think if you cooked them at a medium, you'd probably have them caramelized a lot sooner. But this looks pretty good to me. They're nice and brown now, and they smell amazing. So at the last minute is when I'm going to add my garlic, because I don't want to burn my garlic. So I'm going to add my garlic. I did only 2 cloves of garlic, y'all. Not a whole lot. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of the Worcestershire sauce and then my bone broth and put it on a very low setting. In fact, I'm going to turn it to low now, my lowest setting, because we have a couple more hours until we eat. So I just want it to sit here and ferment. Not really ferment, but you know what I mean. So it is go time. We have about 45 minutes till he gets off work. So I have the oven preheating because I'm going to make our pork belly Brussels for a side. So I've got my pork belly. I bought these like 2 weeks ago, but I froze enough for tonight. And I will be adding jalapenos to that. And then for our, I got to show y'all this. Look at the French onion soup. And that looks so good. We did taste a little bit earlier. We were like, oh my gosh. And then for that, I'm going to make a chaffle to go on top. So this is one egg, a large egg, a whole lot of cheese. I know it's at least a 1/2 cup. Salt, pepper, and then I put some Worcestershire sauce in here as well. Going to mix that all up. And then I'll make the chaffle. And then split that. That's what'll go on top. And then I have some Gruyere cheese to then put on top of that and put it under the broiler for just, a minute. And then for our appetizers, I am getting started. Okay, here's my water bottle. Always stay hydrated. I need to refill this. You have to stay hydrated, right, y'all? So we'll be getting my water here in a minute. But one of the appetizers is sweetened spicy shrimp. So I have my brown swerve. I'll be adding that. Some coconut aminos. Our very own Texas 5 spice. Gonna get it all spicy there. Have to really shake it up. Salt, pepper, and then some Szechuan peppercorns. Of course, butter, and I have my Argentine shrimp. And then, so I will do equal parts butter and brown swerve, kind of make almost like a caramel. And I also have crushed red pepper. So I'm going to add all of that. And then that wasabi, which is over here in the container, but the wasabi avocado mousse I made, then that will be drizzled on top of the shrimp appetizer. So we have that, and then I'll show you the other thing in a few minutes, because I don't want to get the appetizers done too soon, right? So the one appetizer was the prosciutto wrapped mozz. I kind of forgot about it, and the cheese melted a little bit too much, but overall, I think it's good. Crispy cheese is fine. And this is the sweet and spicy shrimp with the avocado wasabi mousse on the side. The sauce didn't thicken up quite as much as I wanted, so I am reducing it right now. That's what that is. And then over here is our fillets. I just pulled them out, let them warm, or just stay warm and not overcook. And then here's my crab meat and some butter and seasoning. I'll have that go in a few minutes. And then in here is my pork belly Brussels. And then, yeah, that should be about it. I'll show you the soup once it's done. All right, y'all, this is how that French onion soup turned out. So I put the chaffle there. Let me see if I can get under here. Oh, wow. Look, you can see the chaffle. Wow, that looks good. And then Gruyere cheese. I'm so excited about that. And then our main entree, we have the filet mignon on a bed of creamed mushrooms and then buttered crab on top. And our classic side, pork belly Brussels. So happy Valentine's. Stay tuned to see our dessert. Well, it's Thursday already. I swear, time just flies, flies, flies. So I am still like full from last night. So I probably won't have lunch until, I don't know, 2 o'clock or something, which is leftovers. But had to have my coffee though. And it's actually a little after 10 a.m. Work is going great, y'all. Today is going great. Like, I just feel awesome today. And I hope you're feeling awesome as well. Like, I'm just excited. So, yes, my coffee, enjoying life. Everything at work is doing great. Everything, I don't know. I'm just really, really happy. I'm meeting a lot of my goals and just a really good feeling right now. So it's nice when you have those feelings, right, where you feel like on top of the world, everything is going well. Take note of that. Enjoy that. Revel in that. Because you know those aren't constant feelings. So enjoy when that happens for yourself. So yeah, I'm excited. Everything's just going well. So thought I'd just check in, have my coffee, and enjoy my day, and you enjoy your day. Bye. My lunch, I've got that leftover French onion soup, but I added the rest of my filet mignon, so I didn't finish all of that either. So that's all been added here. And I had about a half of it left. So there is some cheese in there and some of the chaffle. I did add some butter. And then on the side here, I've got my avocado with some olive oil and seasoning. I got bacon bits to add to the soup once it, you see how full it is. And then I've got my olives and of course my kimchi. And that's my lunch today. Tonight, I've got our pork belly Brussels, and then I topped them. We had that shrimp, we had some last night. We're having the rest tonight. And I just did some more of the sauce from last night, the sweet and spicy sauce, and just some shrimp. And that's my dinner. Then, of course, I've got my pumpkin pie water. And then this carrot slaw is ready. So we're going to try that in just a minute. Yum. Happy Friday. What do you think about my hair? So I am enjoying my coffee. This is from my company, covering their logo. But anyways, it is another great Friday. It's only 9:30, y'all. You're like, whoa, you're drinking early. But I have technically been up about 2 hours. I slept in a little bit today. So I was like, I know I have about a quarter hour of overtime. So, you know, I could sleep in a little bit. But with our workload today, I wouldn't be surprised if they let us go early since it's already a 3-day weekend. So they might... Oh, part of the letters flipped off. Look at that. Anyhow, they might let us go because, like, it's 9:30 and I've already done my, I guess, their reports. Anyways, there's special things that are outside of, like, tickets, like things we have to do. If you're in the finance world, it's like insufficient fund notifications and non-post. Let me know below if you even know what that is. Most of you probably know what insufficient funds is. But, yeah, so I work those now. Woo. So, yeah, trained on all of that, and that's exciting to me. I love learning new things, and it's going well, especially since it's already 9:30, done. So, and I have to work wires today, too, so I got to keep checking on those. But, yeah, our workload is, like, really light, so that's kind of nice, but then I like to stay busy, so then I kind of get bored. So, like, yesterday afternoon, I was already done, like, and had an hour left of work, and so I'm like, does anybody need any help? And so they might be training me on something else to help with, so maybe they'll do that today, but we'll see. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Enjoying this coffee. smells so good. And since it is a smaller mug, I will be using, oh, I guess you might have saw a little bit, but I'm going to be using 2 of these. So I'll be having 2 cups of coffee. So yeah, and then last night, I know I didn't film it, but after dinner, I had another slice of that cake. So good. Or tort, whatever you want to call it. It's so freaking good. So that was enjoyable. I didn't do like the little chocolate, I did that for the one picture for Valentine's special. Last night I just slice a cup. I did put a little bit of the strawberry jam on it, and that was it. So yeah, it was still freaking delicious. And then tonight, I'm excited about tonight, y'all. We are making a tuna melt, and we did put out a little short on it. I saw some of you have seen it, but if you can, go watch those shorts. You can always go to our HungryHeath page and go to the shorts tab, or on YouTube, I'm sorry. HungryHeath on YouTube, go to the shorts tab, and yeah, if you could go and watch those, that would really help us. And so, watching those, and yeah, so I'm excited. It's tuna melt. I was trying to think, I don't know if I've actually ever had a tuna melt. So let me know below if you've had tuna melts before. So we're going to have that tonight. Super excited about it. It looked really good when Heath had it the other day, and he said it was good, so yay. And then, yeah, so enjoying that. Everything's going well. Excited, listening to, all the different YouTubes that came out today, and then I'm going to switch over to the book. So I'm still listening to The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Doesn't that sound like a ritzy name, Benjamin Graham? But anyways, I still have 12 hours left of this book on audio. So, and I only have it till the 21st, which is next Wednesday. So I'm going to try to listen to at least 6 hours today, and then hopefully finish the rest on Monday. Whew. It is deep. Because Benjamin Graham, I think, was around like the 30s, 20s, 30s, 40s, and I forget when he passed away. So this version was 70s was when it was put out, and then there's commentary after every chapter, and they're explaining, I think, up to 90s, maybe 2000. Don't quote me. And so they're commenting on how his ideologies from the 40s, how relevant it is today, right, in today's term. And even like, when it was updated in the 70s, and then again now. And so that's why it's so long, is because you're not just the chapter, but then there's the commentary. And often the commentary is longer than the chapter, because then they're given all kinds of examples. Like they were talking all about the tech market and internet and all this stuff that happened with that, like in the 90s and different things. So it is neat to see how someone, back in the 40s, the principles he put in place are still valid almost 100 years later. And so even though the type of businesses have changed a lot since the 40s, it's still the same principles when it goes to stocks and how to invest and so forth. So I am learning, and could, definitely worth it, right? And I have several other books lined up. So like when this one's finished, there's another book I'll be starting next week. I don't know which one it is, but I have them because with my library, like you can put a hold on it. When it becomes available, you can postpone it to a certain date. So it's basically in your wheelhouse. And then when that date comes around, then you get the book, right? Or the audio. And so I have them like all the way till April. So definitely be listening to a lot of financial type books from the next couple months, right? And probably longer as they come up. So yeah, enjoying that, and then I'm trying to get into the YouTube as they come out and listening to those and a few other things. Like I do like shopping with Shanna because she goes over all the Kroger deals and how to use the Kroger and Ibotta and Shopkick and all of those for different deals. But honestly, most of that stuff I ain't gonna buy. Like, I ain't gonna buy Oreos or, oh, cereal's the big one this week. No, not buying cereal. But I know some people, you might have people in your family that do eat cereal and some of these things, so it might be helpful for you. But yeah, for me, a lot of it's just like, okay, never mind. And I kind of fast forward and I'm like, okay, no big deal for anything we would typically buy. And I'm not the type that's just gonna buy something just because, oh, it's a great deal. Like if it's a moneymaker, maybe. But, like, I'm not going to, if I think we would use it. Like, the dog treats, I normally don't buy dog treats like that. I like to just get them liver. But, you know, when it ended up being a moneymaker, that's when they pay you to take it, that it was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and get it. Because I know they would like that kind of, not all the time. Like, you know, that and then the liver go back and forth. Because I know it's just junk. Anyways. So that kind of stuff, but like I'm not going to go and buy cereal just because, oh, I'll make 49 cents off of a box of cereal. No, I will. The only other thing I do is like at HEB, they will have a lot of times these buy this and get this free. And if it's something I'll need, like for example, the Easy Melt cheese, those they had a special, which I didn't even know until I was in the store. But if you bought an Easy Melt, you got a can of chili. And even though it said no beans, you had your choice, beans or no beans. The no beans, the number one ingredient was oats. So, but you got a can of chili and some crock pot bags. And I think that was it. But anyways, so I was like, well, I was going to buy the Easy Melt anyways. So I took the cans of the chili and the crock pot bags and I just put them in the donation barrel. Because I'm like, well, somebody would use it. I mean, we don't have a crock pot anymore. But I'm like, well, if they're going to give it for free, I'll put it in the donation. Because, so here in Houston, we have, it's, what's it called? It's like Hungry for Houston. But basically, you know, there's food shelters where if you are having financial troubles, you go there and then they, you know, you kind of like shop and they allow you, you know, like so much. Like, okay, you get, you know, a paper product, so many canned goods, that kind of stuff. So I was like, well, they'll make use out of it because, you know, some people might disagree with this, but, you know, if you're in a place where you cannot afford food and you need financial assistance and so forth, your number one goal is to survive until you can get on your feet and afford something better. So if you have to shop at a food pantry, you know what? If all you have is available is some, you know, canned chili meat that has oats in it, you need food for survival. So I'm not going to ever put anyone down who cannot afford to actually shop and have to get food from a pantry. You know what? They're going to eat cereal. They're going to eat, you know, these ingredients that aren't healthy, but hopefully that's a short-term thing until they can afford it. And you know what? As long as they're getting some food and they're getting food for their children as well, to at least give them some type of energy and some nutrients until they're able to do better. I would never deny anyone food, even if it's, you know, what we would consider crappy food, because you the number one thing is you have to survive. So even if that's surviving off of, you know, less quality items, go ahead. That's the main thing. And if it helps them get through this tough spot until they can get back on their feet and be able to go grocery shopping and purchase what they want, I'm not going to deny them anything. So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with donating those things that are given free to me. And that's, HEB does a lot of that. And I think that's why they also had the donation bin, because sometimes the free items aren't things you would want. And hey, here's an opportunity for them to get that stuff. So yeah, that's my thoughts. And I'm going to go enjoy my coffee, do a little bit of work, and have a great Friday. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see y'all tonight. I hope you're having a great day too. Okay, lunch, I got 4 Purnell's patties, some of our homemade mayo on top, a large avocado with some seasoning and olive oil, and then my ferments, which is the carrot slaw. I made that. And then some kimchi, and then also you can't see in there is some olives. And that's my lunch, trying to get it done with early today because there is talks. We might get to go home early. Saturday lunch, I have a skillet pizza. So it's kind of like an everything or supreme. Just missing olives because I don't like heated or hot olives. I like a room temp. Anyway, so pepperoni, 2 different kinds of cheese, mozzarella crust, and then gruyere on top. And I've got mushrooms, jalapenos, onions, and bell peppers. And then this is my carrot slaw that's fermented. Also added some kimchi and some pickled ginger after it was already cooked. And then, of course, got my avocado. And I want to give a special thank you and shout out to Sean and Michelle. Thank y'all so very much. You got our Dutch coffee today. Well, my Dutch coffee, and I did get Heath his double ring bro, sugar-free blended with green tea, and he is still at work, so he is enjoying that. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, first meal of the day, but I'm enjoying my coffee. Thank you so much, Sean and Michelle. We really appreciate you. Appreciate you supporting our drinking habit. It's just awesome to go to Dutch and get our drinks and be like, oh, yes, we get to have a nice, good treat drink, right? So thank you again so much. And if you want to support our drinking habit, click below for the Buy Me a Coffee link. And that's how you support it. Thank y'all so much again. Thanks, Sean and Michelle. Y'all are awesome. Here is my dinner, y'all. I made Texas chili. And it's just ground beef and chorizo in our own chili seasoning blend. And then I've topped it with a little bit of butter to add some more fat, some cheese, onions, and jalapenos. I'm so excited. I'll probably have my kefir here in just a minute as well. My Sunday night dinner or OMAD, I've got a beef stew, and I put lots of broth in mine. Happy Monday. I'm enjoying my day off. I'm just now having coffee, and it's noon. Now, granted, I woke up at 10 a.m., so yes. So I've been busy ever since I woke up. I started by furniture polishing the furniture, polishing the stainless steel kitchen appliances, doing all of that, hanging up my sun catcher that he got me for Valentine's Day. So I got it hung, so when the sun comes in, it should catch it. So I'm excited to see how that'll look. And yeah, so everything's going great, y'all. Gonna sit down for the first time since I've gotten up and enjoy my cup of coffee. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and break my fast. I am having this, it's like half El Ruderai yogurt and half of my milk kefir. I mixed those together yesterday because I just had roughly 2 to 3 ounces left of each. And then I put in some chia seeds and blueberries, mixed that all together and let it sit overnight. And it is, I mean, look, really thick now. So let me know, because normally on chia seeds, I put it in my kefir smoothie and drink it right away. But this was from Donna Schwink. She put in her email about doing that as a pudding, letting it sit overnight. So is that the best way to let the chia seeds sit overnight? Or do you think it's okay that you get the same health benefits just adding it to a smoothie? What do y'all think? And today's lunch, I've got Purnell's sausage, the all-natural one. I'm excited to have those back. A small avocado, or a mini is what they're called. I've got, of course, kimchi and our Texas kraut. And then I put some mayo, and I've got some olives and ginger. That's my lunch. I'm so excited. And for Monday night's dinner, I've got some leftover chili that I topped with 2 different types of cheese, a Gruyere and a queso fresco. And then I've also got my carrot slaw, which is fermented, and some bacon bits because bacon. And then I made some cream cheese stuffed mushrooms and jalapenos, and then I've got a small avocado on the side. Good Monday morning, or no, I'm sorry, it is Tuesday, sorry. Video is playing. I was watching Under the Median's newest one, and you're like, Shelly, there's stuff on your face. This is from Redmond's Real Salt. This is their face cleanser. So I love it, y'all. I just put it on because I had a couple little pimples, right? And so I put it on here, and it starts like this color where it's bright black. And then as it dries, it turns gray. And once it's gray, then you go wash it off. Now, the only thing is, if you do get this, use our link below. It really helps the channel, and we really appreciate it. But I love their facial care. So you might be thinking Redmond's is only for seasoning and salt. But oh, no, no, no. We exclusively use Redmond's toothpaste. Like, that's the only toothpaste I want. And then I got their facial care, and I love this stuff. It is, one, it's very clean. There's no toxic ingredients in it. So if you have some kind of facial care, maybe consider getting Redmond's instead. Just, check, because someone I know had sensitive skin. They said when they put it all over their face that it left it, a little red. I have very sensitive skin, and that hasn't happened to me, but I don't put it over my whole face. I just kind of do spot treatments, and then I will go wash this off, and I've never had any problems, and at least my face feeling so clean. And I just love, and it feels like, these little pimples, it does help dry them out and, pull out the bad stuff. So I enjoy using it. Comment below if you use their items, and let other people know. Do you think it's worth it? I love it. So yes, I feel like we're a Redmond's household. I use their facial products. We use, of course, their seasonings, definitely their salts and smoked salts, and their toothpaste. I mean, to me, that's just the best toothpaste. And you can get it unsweetened as well. So if you are someone who's maybe doing carnivore, get the unsweetened, and it works just as well. And I think it's amazing. Let me know, is there anything, he does like their Boost electrolytes. It's kind of like an energy drink replacement, so that works well for him. What do you use on your Redmond's? I'd love to hear what your favorite Redmond's Real Salt products are, and then do hashtag Redmond's, so maybe they'll see this. But yeah, I really enjoy Redmond's. I'm a fan of everything they have, so I am enjoying. I'm gonna cover that up. I'm enjoying my coffee this morning, y'all. So it is Tuesday morning, having my coffee. No heavy cream anymore. We ran out yesterday. That's fine. I can live until Saturday, I think. It does seem a little addictive, right, when you do the heavy cream, because I would go through phases where I just want my coffee black. But then I've been doing the MCT because I do feel like the MCT oil does help me. I put some MCT, just a serving of MCT, and a tablespoon of the Aldi Kerrygold butter, their version. I just do a tablespoon of that, and that is delicious. But then I got to where I was like, well, we buy heavy cream mainly to make Heath's Ketochow fudge. And I'm like, well, I got to use it up. And so I was using it in my coffee. And then it kind of becomes a little addictive, right? You're just like, oh, I got to have it. I got to have it. So this will be good to have a few days without any heavy cream. I will survive. It is fine. But I do enjoy the heavy cream in there. It just gives that extra creaminess, right? So, but that's fine. So today, that's all that's in here. MCT and butter. And butter does make it better, right? So I'm going to get back to work. It is a busy day because we had yesterday off because it was a bank holiday. So today we got to basically do all the work that was left over from the weekend and the holiday and then today's work. So busy. I will check in with you at lunch. Well, not quite lunch, but I am drinking my kefir, and what I added is some chia seeds and put that back in the fridge for a couple of hours. I think it was, oh yeah, oh my gosh, it's already 1:20. You know how it is when you are busy, you don't even notice the time just flying by, and that is exactly what happened. I thought it was only noon. It's after 1. So yes, having my kefir, and then I'll be making my lunch here in a moment. So my lunch today, and it's already after 2. I swear time is flying by. I've got my fermented carrot kraut and some kimchi there, olives, ginger, 3 Pernell's patties with some Gruyere cheese, our homemade avocado oil, and then some really hot, I think it's the Dave's, and chamoy sauce, and then a small avocado. And that'll do it till tonight. Tuesday night dinner, y'all. Just look at this. You're going to have to tune in Friday night to see what it is. But also, if you want to know right now, we just released a short last night. So go watch our shorts, y'all. That'll always give you a sneak peek into the Friday night feast. And then on the side here, we've got our standard stuffed jalapenos and mushrooms. Well, this wraps up another week of the Warden Report. Look at my Medusa back there. I made that. Isn't that cute? Well, I didn't make the bust. I got it. But I did
the arrangement.
Add some paint details, and I added the snakes. So anyways, another great week. I hope y'all really enjoyed all of the detail cook along for the Valentine's dinner. That was so much fun. I still think that French onion soup was amazing. I think that was still my favorite part. Well, no, dessert was honestly my favorite. That was so good. So I hope you really enjoyed that. We are starting to release shorts every week. Try to keep it around a minute. And the short will be released, and I hope that you watch it. Basically, it'll be a preview to what we're going to make that week on the Friday night feast. So if you like little sneak peek action, go make sure you watch our shorts, and then go ahead and share the short. That's how the shorts really go out there. I was listening to a whole thing, how does a short go viral? It's mostly from people sharing the short. So they're like, ooh, this looks really good. I want to share it, you know, on my Facebook page or my Twitter or whatever it's called, or my Instagram. I want to share it with all of my friends and family so they could see this too and maybe inspire them to make it or to hopefully come and follow us. So if you could just do us a favor and do that, really appreciate it. Thank y'all so very much. And I am going to post a video here at the end to a prior video. I don't even know what video yet, but I will post something. In fact, no, I know what it is. I'm going to post to our ABT. So if you like jalapenos, it's a tasty bacon, go watch that video here. Thank y'all so much. I hope you enjoyed it this week. Make sure you leave me a comment below. And then don't forget, every Friday night, we do go live at 6:30 p.m. Central. And finally, stay tuned to see all of our wonderful channel members. Thank you all so much for your support. We really appreciate you. And channel members, this Saturday night is the monthly cook-along. I can't wait to see you there.